to Lunacy's live stream number 58. This is our barbecue chat podcast, brought to you by Lunacy's Amazon storefront and by Lunacy's Cosmic Sweet Blaze Habanero. Tonight's giveaway is a bottle of Cosmic Sweet Blaze Habanero sauce. You must be a subscriber to enter and send a picture to the following email. Here are our last live stream's picture submissions.
What is up, guys? Tuesday night, and it's been a while, man. It's been a while, man. I gotta say that not doing live streams every Tuesday for the last few weeks, it kind of makes it feel like my week drags a little bit, you know, when you get in that rhythm of doing the live streams and then you don't have a live stream coming up, it drags, you know, but then you start relaxing and finding other things to do. You know, usually you have to prepare yourself at least a day for a live stream, or at least for me, you know, for the intro video and whatnot. But yeah, man, I'm glad to see that you all are showing up for the chat once again. You know, there's a few things happening in the channel, and we'll talk about that in just a bit. But first, before we get to those topics. I'm gonna see who's in the chat tonight. Des, what's going on? No hot sauce. No hot sauce for Des. Okay, we know you don't like spicy stuff. Demoose, what's going on? How's it going? I just wanted to pop in and say hello and thumbs up and leave you all gents to have fun. Thank you there, Des. Daddy Dutch, what's going on, buddy? Killer logo on those pictures you sent, man. Killer logo. What's going on, MBL? What is going on, hermano? Just waiting to see if Al's gonna make her do the Brother Buzz, what's going on, Jay? See who else is in the chat. Man, you know, I was just getting comfortable and I was drinking this too quick, man. I'm already down to my last few swigs. Yes, sir. 58 already, man. It's actually been a few more live streams because some I don't use the number. I just ended up showing up, you know what I mean? But yeah. Drunken Chef, what's going on, buddy? Saludos. See, everybody saying hi to each other. It's good to be back up on a Tuesday. Steven, what's going on? How you doing? Man, I don't know about you guys, but my sinuses have been killing me the last few weeks. You know, and I hate when I come up to the computer and it sometimes tells you how much pollen is in the air. And when it says it's high pollen, I know I'm going to have a bad day. I'm closing up some windows there that I had open. But yeah. What's going on, JD? What is up? Who stole your video games? No kidding, right? This is an empty room. This is another room in my house. Actually, my boy moved out. And I said, this is a bigger room to do the live streams in. So my wife moved everything in here. So the video games, we're just going to do deck it out with a whole bunch of 80s memorabilia and whatnot. What's going on, Dave? Jesus, man. What's going on there, Russ? Cheers. Yeah, a few things to talk about tonight. And they'll be pretty cool. Some pretty cool topics. Randy, what's going on, man? You staying warm out there at Colorado? Yes, sir. Russ, let's see here. Everybody saying hi to each other. Greg Johnson, what's going on? How's it going? Thank you for joining us in the chat. So the way we run things here on our Tuesday night chat is we ask for a picture. The picture can be of anything, and you'll see the ticker running on the bottom. And that's the email where you can send that picture. Once you send that picture, you're entered in the giveaway. Tonight, we're giving away my new hot sauce, Cosmic Sweet Blaze Habanero. If you guys saw the video that was released today, I used it on some wings. And maybe because it's new, I'm biased, but I like it better than my jalapeno Cosmic Sweet Blaze. And so far, the people that have tried it have told me the same. But I don't know whoever wins it tonight can let me know about that also. But yeah, new video out. It's honey habanero wings, and I just released it today. They turned out great, man. That's a recipe for the hot sauce, or you can have it just on chips, man. It's addicting. You can put it on chips, and man, you can't stop eating it, man. But yeah, it's a mix of habanero peppers, carrots, garlic, onion, and a few other spices. And I have it available on my website. So if you look underneath the video description, that will have the link to Cosmic Sweet Blaze Habanero Hot Sauce. One of you guys is going to win it tonight. Whoever sends a picture can be entered. I think so far we have only one person entered tonight, and I think that's Demoose. Let me make sure. Oh, nope. I take that back. Let me write down some names. So Demoose, will, I think we're just going to do the wheel today. Do you want to do numbers, or do you want to do just last man standing? We got Buzz. We got Daddy Dutch. We got Drunken Chef. We got JD. And we got Greg Johnson. And we got David Hernandez. And that's it for right now. So yeah, like I said, if you want to be entered, go ahead and send us those pics. So yeah, I was talking about the new video. It does feature the new Monument grills, the 400 MF. Basically, it's a cart type grill, so you don't have all that stainless steel cabinet around the propane tank. So with something like that, they use less stainless steel. So I'm guessing that you know, they pass on the savings, because a 4-burner is the price of a 2 or 3 burner. It's pretty low. I think it's going for $329 for a 4 burner, and then I think it's an additional 15% off, I think. So it's probably less than $300 with the additional savings. That there's a coupon code. But yeah. So yeah, in the new video, I do use that Cosmic Sweet Blaze, and like I said, it's a blend of habanero peppers, carrots, garlic, and onion. Check it out if you want to. In it, don't necessarily have to use my hot sauce. You can use probably any other habanero hot sauce, and you can make your own. You just boil some habanero peppers and then use different type of ingredients for your hot sauce, and then mix it with honey. You'll see the video if you haven't seen it yet, and basically you can come up with a good hot sauce yourself. But that's just a kind of a foundation for the recipe. So yeah, those two things out of the way that I wanted to talk about. And then a few weeks back, I was actually going to leave out of town, and it didn't end up happening. My boy didn't get the day off, so I didn't get to go leave out of town. But you'll see some videos up already on YouTube that it was a meetup here in Texas, in Hondo, Texas. It's the open fire meetup, and different influencers from all over YouTube met up in Hondo, Texas. Real cool barn that they have out there. It was thrown by Al Fragoni, open fire meetup. And you'll see several videos that are already out from different influencers that were there the day of. Chud, mad scientist, of course, Alfregoni, a few guys here from the Valley that did go out there. I want to say Javier Mejia. I think he's from Edinburgh. He did have his cross, his iron cross out there, and he cooked a whole steer, man. Awesome meetup. If you didn't get a chance to do it this year in Hondo, Texas, they are going to do it again in Medina County next year. And they're trying to work up to twice a year, from what I understand. Whole bunch of influencers, man. I'm talking shitloads of influencers were out there. It's a place to make it, man. It's a place to make it. So if you didn't go this year, and if somebody did go this year, let us know how it went for you all. But yeah, I'm planning to go next year. I didn't make it this year. I did want to make it, but things came up and it just didn't happen, man. Let me see who else is in the chat. Wife leaves the house for a few days every time I cook up habaneros and stuff. I had to start cooking them outside. Could be a good thing. I wanted to go to that, but didn't have anyone to go with. Well, man, I'll tell you what, man. We'll bring up that subject later on, and next year when it gets near again, and we'll all meet up. If you guys want to do that, we'll meet up to the open fire meetup. We'll plan it. We'll plan it here on the live stream. But yeah, Dallas Cowboy Barbecue. I hadn't seen that user on here, but welcome to the chat. Let's see here. Demoose. What's going on, Trumpet? How's it going? We're in Medina County. It is a live event center. It's a barn, and I want to say here. Let me look it up real quick. I'll tell you what it was. Yeah, but it's a barn, and yeah, open fire meetup, Hondo, Texas was in. It was 1026, and it was at the barn at Quail Crossing. The barn at Quail Crossing. And basically you pay an early bird fee of $20, and they give you a band. And with that band, a band and 3 tokens. And with that band, you can just go through every team that's cooking that day and taste all of what they're making. They had alligator, they had rattlesnake, they had octopus, they had everything, man. Whole steer, they had pig. I mean, they were cooking everything you can think of in open fire. And basically you would judge whoever you'd like, you'd leave a token. You're given 3 tokens. So at the end of the day, they pass out the awards, and a whole bunch of influencers were actually competing in this meetup. So it's a real cool meetup to go to, even if you're not competing, just to meet up with other influencers. You guys, man, next year, if anybody's up to it, we'll all go, man. The open fire meetup by Alfregoni. He's done it for the past 4 or 5 years, man. 4 or 5 years. Yep. So another cool thing, another cool event that I'd like to talk about, and we're going at it rather fast. I'll check my email. You know what? Let me check my email before we get to that. So if anybody wants to, okay, Randy, got you in on the giveaway here. I don't know if you guys saw the pictures in the beginning of the intro. Randy sent his a pic of his of his pit, his offset that he made. And it has some nice rims on it, man. Very unique looking grill, man. You guys check it out when we do the outro. We'll play the intro again, and you can see the pictures that were sent. Okay, here. Oh, okay. Switch back to my regular account. There you go. Dallas Cowboy Barbecue. Damn. That was rather brave there, Simon, because they got, should I say it? They got their ass whooped, man. Oh, speaking of ass whippings, we do have a poll question, and the poll question is, what is the spiciest pepper or hot sauce you've eaten, and did it rip your arse? And 43% say ghost pepper, 21% say Carolina pepper, 21% say habanero, and 14% said it was a combination. Leave it in the comments. Let us know and tell us what happened when you ate that pepper. Did it affect your stomach? Did it affect? Did it burn 2 times? One time going in, one time going out? Let us know, man. Let us know. Yeah, lots. That's a big event. Lots of heavy hitters do go to that. Yeah, there was a lot of heavy hitters. Yeah. So yeah, next year, hopefully, you know, a few of us will go out there and meet up. Yeah, Randy built an offset smoker. There is the link if you guys want to order your own Cosmic Sweet Blaze. That's what we're giving away tonight. And I'm almost out of beer, or I think I am out of beer. I'm going to take the last swig. That's probably all babas. That's all saliva. Man, doesn't that suck? But it's your own saliva, so it's not bad, right? Yeah. I'll yeah, let me go get some beer and I'll be right back. Yeah, so by the way, this is a new room that I'm going to be doing the live stream on. Let me know if I need to turn up the mic. If you all can hear me, any freeze ups in the video, or if everything looks good, let me know that as well. A few other topics that I'm going to touch up on here, and then we'll have the email still open for anybody that wants to send in pictures and enter the giveaway tonight. Let me go grab a beer real quick, and I'll be right back. All right. And right in time for other topics we're going to talk about. And this is a man that can lend some of his own expertise to what we're going to talk about.
I got no warning there. I was on. Good thing I had my pants on.
Oh shit! When we meant open fire, we didn't mean that kind of open fire.
Yeah, StreamYard should come with a little warning, like you're about to go on.
Yeah, you're about to get plugged in, right?
How you doing, Al?
Great, man. How you been?
Good, man. I like the sweet setup there.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. I'm gonna eventually. I hadn't been in this room or set up anything, so the 15 minutes before I started plugging in the computer again, my wife does a lot of things for me, man, and I got to thank her for that, man. So yeah,
the wives always come in clutch. They always help out. That's a good thing about having significant other.
Definitely.
My wife saved my butt so many times. It's just she saved my butt today. Actually, I forgot to check in on my flight, and sure enough, she was on it. She told me, and I'm like, I completely forgot that I had to fly tomorrow, and she checked in for me in the early morning.
Wow! So you're flying out? Did you fly out, or you're somewhere else right now?
I'm gonna fly out. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Business or pleasure?
So I don't know if you've been. I've been posting here tidbits here and there, but it's a lot of family stuff happening in the year. So I've been traveling back and forth to visit my parents, and it's really one thing after another. But tomorrow should be. There's nothing crazy going on with my family at the moment, but I am going to be visiting family for a few days, and I should be back.
Well, that's good there, Sal. I hope it continues to be okay. Not to get too sentimental, but
yeah,
if I could do things over again towards the last years of my dad and my mom before they passed away, yeah. I would have been there more often. It's just some things that you just don't know when it's going to happen. And
and I will tell you this, Al. I mean, again, we should flip the script in a little bit. We don't want to get too depressing, but I will tell you that there's never enough time, and if it's, if your parents mean a lot to you, there's just not enough time. There's never enough time. If you're always spending time with your parents, you always wish, I could have spent an extra birthday with them, or I could have done this for them. There's always more you could do, but at a certain point, you just have to be like, content with what you have and enjoy the time. You know what I mean? Especially around the holidays, because those are the little memories that we'll kind of have.
Definitely. And what we'll put there, Sal, because I think for us as content creators, the people that we have, our loved ones around, we're leaving them a legacy for them to remember us by. Everything we did, all the laughs we said, all our expressions, all our fuck ups sometimes in the videos, man.
I mean, I don't know if you know my story, but that was kind of one of the reasons I started this YouTube thing was for that. I wanted, my kids growing up, and they're like, man, I miss my dad's ribs, and they'll pull up a video and they'll cook them exactly the way I cooked them, and hopefully they'll remember and they enjoy them, and hopefully they come close. That was my original idea. I know it's very kind of morbid to think that, but it's like, how else? It's YouTube, especially in the cooking world, it's kind of our recipe book that we're handing off. You know what I mean? And what better way than, you could see me, cracking jokes and explaining something and just being myself, and hopefully they get a little, if they ever miss me, they could pull up a video and watch me,
Definitely.
How many of us, I would have loved, if I could pull up a couple of videos of my grandma, she passed away about 20 years ago. I would love that if I could pull up a couple of videos, for cooking and just, being herself, laughing, making jokes. I would love that.
Of your favorite dish that she used to make. And there's some things that you say, I think she did it this way.
Yeah.
but you're not too sure about. But if you had a
Yeah.
video there, man, that would just clear up things, man. But
Yeah, exactly.
but you know, like you said, there's things that you know we always want more time, but we gotta
Yeah.
we gotta be we gotta be content with what we put out there and
Yeah,
what
exactly.
they know from the bottom that it's not
Yeah.
because we don't love them.
Yeah. It's just
You know, it's just the
it's
way it
just
is. Life gets in the way,
yeah.
and
So hopefully this, now and things have settled down. It's across the family, things have settled down a little bit, and now it's just about just enjoying the holidays, and cooking, because that's what brings us together, right? That's what this your community is all about.
that's
Is
what it's
cooking.
about.
You know what I mean?
That's why we're here together. That's why we get
Yeah,
along so well. That's
that's
common
the
ground that we all
that's
have.
the
The
common thing we
common
have.
the common denominator.
Yeah,
So
and
one thing
I
that
would love for everybody in the chat to just be us in the same place together and just cook and drink and have fun, and it would be a wonderful thing. But this is the next best thing, just doing it virtually, either watching each other's videos or just popping on a live and just
Yeah.
enjoying the good times, cooking,
definitely.
getting into little arguments here and there about the what side of the fat cap the brisket should go.
Yeah,
But it's all fun, we'll get into little spats here and there, but it's all in, we're talking about food, it's nothing
definitely.
serious,
Trumpet saying he cooks at his parents' place every Saturday. That's beautiful, man.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. The Moose is saying, lost my dad in Thanksgiving morning, 2001. T-Day's not the same. Something like that. As much as it's a holiday and you lost your dad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good memories I'm sure that you had in Thanksgiving when your dad was there, man. And you got to remember more of the good than the bad, dude.
Yeah, and it sucks too. That's why on the last time I went live maybe like 3 weeks ago, and I said that same thing. Now I'm very, I wish everybody happy holidays. They're all, for me, it's always been fun, but I know for a lot of people it's not. It brings back a lot of bad memories. Lost loved ones. Maybe they just lost somebody. It's going to be their first Christmas without them, or they, like, in the case of the Moose, he lost his father on Thanksgiving Day. So it's just, there's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of happy stuff, but there's also a little sadness, and we have to kind of respect that and just be there for people, and if the Moose was around, near my, and I knew this about him, then, I would make a little plate, Thanksgiving plate, send it over to him if I know he's not making anything, just as a, as a gesture, a nice little, make him feel a little bit better, even for that little moment while he's enjoying some food, and
definitely
that's all you can do. Yeah.
JD says my kids have started getting more interested in cooking their own ribs. Okay, great, man.
Yeah.
That's the beauty, man, of doing what we do. He just can't lift the lid off the offset on his own.
But what's going on now? Let's turn this up. We got the holidays coming up. We got you're giving away some hot sauce. I love me some spice in my in my plate of food. I know you dropped that wing video. I haven't checked it out yet, but I'll definitely do that. I love wings, hot wings especially. So I'll definitely check that out.
And we'll turn it up. Let me just catch up to the chat real quick. I do have some things that I want to bring up, and Sal, maybe you can give us your own perspective on some of this, because we're talking about food here and learning different things about it. Let me just catch up on the chat, and then we're gonna go off on a different subject here. Rick, what's going on, my brother? Rick's in the chat. Russ, pour yourself another drink. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And see here. Okay, so we're caught up to the chat. One thing that I do want to talk about, and Sal, you can give us your own ideas about this.
Yeah.
There is So before I touch up on an idea that I'm working on, and this is going to be a members only idea where I'm going to start releasing videos called the Meat Journal. The Meat Journal is so. Let me go back to when I first started barbecuing, and maybe you can relate to this, Sal. When I first started barbecuing, I would just go and whatever was on special, and I still do this. Don't get me wrong, but it was more so back then. Whatever was on special, if fajitas were on special at so and so place, at I just go buy it, man. I didn't fucking pay attention to what kind of name brand, what kind of beef it was, or whatever it was. For me, it was mostly beef, right? But as I progressed into barbecue, and as I got closer to making the channel that I have now on YouTube, and I want to say that maybe it started getting to a point like 6 months into the channel, I started paying attention to the beef I was buying. And what I mean by that is I started paying attention to the brand of beef I was buying. Not so much as the grades, choice, select, or prime, because everybody rates their beef different depending on the company. But what ranch it was coming from, or what big company it was coming from. Places like High River Beef, Creekstone Beef, XL, Swift, IBP, Great Plains Beef, whether it's grass-fed or grain-fed or a combination of both. Even Mexican beef. I've done a video on that. A lot of that is Corriente mixed with Longhorn. So I started paying attention. So I started jotting down things, and that's where I'm coming up with the series called the Meat Journal, where I'm going to start giving my perspective about sort of like a review on beef, and I'll buy a different brand of beef. The latest one I bought is Kuro Wagyu. I bought some fajitas. Bendiciones, Elizar. Gracias por tu visita. Y ahí cuando tienes chance, si me hablas mañana o a ver cuando tenemos, pues comíamos juntos, ¿verdad? Para lonche o algo, si me das una visita. My friend from Mexico.
Nice.
So I'm sure, Sal, there's different companies out closer to what, everybody distributes a certain area of the United States. And I'm sure California gets other companies that we get, that we don't get, and vice versa. But anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, the only thing that I will add to that is kind of back to your point of saying that you could have a grade of meat, but then it's not the same across all the board. And the best example of that, I don't know if it's the same thing over in your area, but here at the Costco, the choice, sometimes that stuff is so well marbled, it could easily be sold as prime. So that's one of the things that, why is it being graded the way it is? Why isn't it being graded higher? And I've never geeked out on it. I don't do the research to just kind of determine how the grading process works. But that's one thing that kind of stuck out when you said that, because I've seen that. I've seen some like amazing marbled stuff that's just prime, just looking and tasting, but it's not.
So let me give you a little bit of insight about that. Creekstone beef, they're what they call Choice Plus. So they're great. What they grade as choice is probably prime in other companies. Okay. So that's why they call it Choice Plus. And one thing about Costco, they might be getting beef from companies like that grade them high choice, high-end choice. And it also, like with I would say with Kuru Wagyu, they'll have a red label, a white label, and a red black label. And each one of those, they'll say this is Wagyu Choice Plus, this is Wagyu Prime, and this is Wagyu A5 Wagyu, which is the breed of cow. How much percentage bloodline it is from derived from the Wagyu breed.
Okay.
So when you're getting something like Choice Plus, it just has to be 50% Wagyu bred. Okay. So more than likely the bull is 100%, and then the mom is not. You understand?
Yeah, that makes more sense. It's just one thing that stuck out, because sometimes I'm just like, why buy the Prime? This stuff looks smart, and I bought it, and it tastes amazing, So I was like, oh, rather get the cheaper.
Oh shit! You went out, Sal. Your mic went out. You there? Or didn't? Can everybody hear Sal? Oh, he went out. So JD's saying I get caught up on videos tomorrow by taking care of things in the background. Okay. Thanks for the honest chat. I hope we all take away something from this. Hey, yeah, man. MBL. Meat Journal sounds like an old channel. No kidding. And I do want to touch something on Costco, but I'll wait till Sal jumps back in. I got a choice cut today that looked better than Prime right next to it. Exactly, JD. So sometimes that's just because it's a different brand, and something that I want to cover in the meat journals is something like that. Yeah. Simon, my members only content will be called my Chorizo Chronicles. Yeah, man. Chorizo de San Manuel versus HEB brand chorizo, and San Manuel will kick its butt. Love it when it happens, Shady. Brother, I can eat it. Yes, sir. There we go.
Sorry, right. Got a little too excited to start waving my hands, and as soon as we start talking about beef, then it's just like, get all crazy.
I tell you, dude, in some of these chats, and this is a barbecue chat, we're gonna talk about things like this, dude. It has to get involving, man. What's going on, Guggen? I did want to talk to touch up on a little bit of the Costco meat before we leave the subject. Let me just get caught up on the chat real quick. And I like that you brought up that, because there is a point that I want to make. I heard a vibrator or something, then went silent.
I'm telling you, it's all the meat talk. It gets me going.
Nope, I'll shoot content Friday and Saturday nights only to upload from. And I think his eyes rolled back. Elizar dice que él compra el chorizo de San Manuel, San Luis, es muy rico. Yeah. Al gave you a pair of those remote control panties from Amazon.
I won them at the last giveaway.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you. For my hopefully when I do get to 10K, if I ever do, there is a sex toy company that reached out to me, and I guess there's people that they must be researching some of my lives, dude. So guys, do you seriously want a sex toy giveaway? Because I'm gonna have to do a video for this. So please, if there's enough people that really want it, I'll do it, man. Fuck it, right? But
and you remember, whoever wins it has to leave an Amazon review on. That's part of the deal.
I'm not lying, guys. It's really a sex toy company reached out to me, man. And that's because another one, I had reached out to another one, and they totally blew me off. They said, "You're a barbecue channel. We're not, you know, you don't talk about this subject." But this other one, that's a bigger one, did reach out to me, man. So hey, let me know. But anyway, so going back to the Costco thing, Sal, there is now I don't have a Costco membership. I'm just going by what other people have told me and the packages they brought to me, and this has been some time that has passed. But I don't know if you ever saw, Sal. I did a video where it was this meat tenderizer. What is it they call Jacquard?
Mm-hmm.
The little pins and so Costco does that to their meat.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's called pinned or something. They have it marked on the label.
It's called blade tenderizer.
So is that?
So it says this meat has been blade tenderized, and then it tells you in order to eat this safely, you have to cook it to, I think, 145, if I'm not mistaken. But as you know, 145 on a nice little prime ribeye steak, you know, I don't think a lot of people are going to go for that.
Yeah, let me put up the invite if anybody wants to jump in. Russ, you're a man of great wisdom. If you get a chance, jump in and add your 2 cents about what we're talking about. So what I was going to say about that is a lot of people that are just normal consumers that go out and buy meat, and they buy something at Costco and don't pay attention to that label that you just mentioned there, Sal. They're going to think, oh no, man, fucking Costco's meat is way better than so-and-so supermarket's meat, because they don't really understand what they're buying, man.
Yeah.
You understand? So some of the responsibility as a content creator for those that are in the know is to inform the people out there that have no idea on things like this, man. And so there's Guggen. He says, I made a video on it a few years back. There you go.
It's a thing. I see this. I belong to a lot of these Facebook groups. I see that conversation pop up all the time, and it's a travesty when it's a nice prime piece of meat. Why would you even tenderize that to begin with? You know, well, there's no need. There's no need to do that on that perfectly marbled piece of steak. Why would you do that? And now, in order to be safe, that's what they recommend. You have to cook that at 145 because, as you know, when you introduce blades in there, you're pushing the, you know, any sort of, if there's any bad bacteria on the surface, you're driving it deep in the meat. That once it's there, you're cooking a steak at, say, you know, medium rare 130. It's technically not safe to eat, but then you have people saying it's fine. I've always eaten it like that, never gotten sick. A lot of people saying, hey, you shouldn't do it. I don't know. But I think to your point is people should know, and then they should make their own decision. You know, you might never get sick, but you might get sick. Who knows? The one thing that I hear from people doing is always buying the whole roast and then cutting up your steaks yourself. You're saving money, and you don't blade tenderize that piece of meat, you know, because their big roasts are not blade tenderized.
Plus, some people like meat thicker than others. You know, some people like it half an inch, and some people like it a whole inch.
If that's a concern, then that's kind of the solution. Another solution too that people bring up is sous vide. That makes it safer because it's sitting in that bag, you know, at a safe temperature for a long period of time. So anything that you do embed into the meat will be killed off by the time you eat it. So that's another solution for people that buy those blade tenderized steaks from Costco. I'll be honest with you. I'm really not that concerned about it. I mean, I've cooked it. I've been fine, but I also not going to tell people to do it because this, I don't want to recommend it to people because I don't want to get them sick, and so all of a sudden it's my fault,
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you something else in that same way of thinking, I guess. That's like I used to watch YouTube videos years ago, and people would think that if you ground your own meat in your own grinder, that then you could cook it rare and medium rare. Well, here's the thing about any steak or any meat: all the bacteria is on the surface of the meat. Inside the meat is sterile, and that is exactly why when you have a steak and you cook it rare, medium rare, but you sear it, that searing is what kills the bacteria around the meat. All right. Inside the steak, after it's cooked, all that is sterile. That's the reason you never really hear nobody getting sick eating a rare steak. Yeah. But now if you take that same steak that's got all that bacteria, now bacteria is not always bad. Most of the time none of it's going to hurt you, but there's always a chance that you could have something you purchase that has bad bacteria that can hurt you. So it's a gamble. But if you grind that, that's just like taking that Jacquard or meat tenderizer. You're driving that bacteria down in it. With a meat tenderizer, a meat grinder, you're actually grinding all of that bacteria into the meat. So I don't care if you're using your own grinding equipment that you have sterilized. That meat still has bacteria. Now you're grinding it all together, so that bacteria is all the way through. That's the reason if you ever see in my burgers, I cook them till they're done. If I grind it myself or if I buy it store-bought ground for that very reason, Now, could you get away with it? Probably more times than not, but you do run that risk. And that's all it's about is there is a risk factor there, Yeah. All right. That's my 2 cents. All that makes sense.
No, appreciate you coming in, Russ, man, because I felt that somebody like you that's been around a lot longer than us as far as YouTube, you've paid attention to that a lot more or for a lot longer time than somebody like me. And,
no, it's a good subject to talk on, really, because a lot of people just don't really think about it,
Yeah.
They think if they bought it from a store, it's got to be good. It can't kill me. Wrong.
Yeah.
What's going on, George?
Yeah, it's just the dangerous part is how many people have touched that. How many surfaces has it touched before it gets to your refrigerator or your stove?
A lot of people.
And if any of those just happen to carry something, it could be just could be the table. They didn't clean it.
Yeah, the meat just coming in contact with some of the like the innards of the cow, whatever. I mean, there could be some sort of bacteria in the cow's gut if some of that got on that meat and through the whole process. And you don't know. That's the whole bottom line. You don't know,
Up until the last guy who, works at that grocery store, working minimum wage, who just, puts it in that wrapper. Who knows? He just went to the bathroom, forgot to put his gloves on, and there you go. You have that. You have that.
There's something on that steak. Okay, it's good now.
But if we start thinking about all that stuff, we will just never eat anything because it starts going into that area where
Guggen is saying, how is steak tartare safe? It's essentially ground beef the way they chop it up.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. There's a lot greater chance that you'll eat that and never have any problems, but it is a risk factor. I love raw oysters, and every time I go eat them at a restaurant, I'm running a high risk of getting sick. I never have in almost 66 years, but the potential is there. That's all I'm saying.
And everybody's stomach is made up different, man. Everybody can sometimes their immune system's a lot more stronger than others.
Yes.
Their stomach's a lot more tougher than others. So it depends on who's eating it too, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more. And that's true with the oyster thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I get my cat fresh from the vets next to the Chinese food restaurant. Let's see. Smoky Ribs just made a pink eye steak.
I'm about the one I spit on and
let me take a piss break. I'll be right back.
How you doing, Russ?
oh man, I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I'm doing good. I spent all day editing a video for my other channel and finally got it done and released it earlier. So
Yeah.
trying to
Have you
do it.
have you downloaded that new version of Final Cut?
Yeah, I did. It's got that what is that called? It's a mask tool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Man,
got a
it's
mask.
very cool. I
was
played it around.
I was a few versions back, and I just since I have a new laptop, I'm like I could probably handle the newest version, so I went ahead and downloaded it, and it's great. It's got that mask. It's got the other one that I didn't have before was the slow motion, the really smooth slow motion. I'm going to be using that a lot because sometimes I don't, I want to slow down a shot, and it kind of looks a little weird when you slow it down too much, but that effect gets it really, really smooth.
It does. And on this newest upload, it went from 10 point whatever. Now it's Final Cut Pro 11. They bypassed the 10.9 or whatever, went straight to 11. And it's got another feature, but you got to have a certain chip on your computer. And as new as mine is, I don't have it, obviously, because it's not available. But that's that captions on demand.
Yeah, I don't have that either. I think I need to be on the next operating system. I'm still on.
That could be my problem because I would think I got one of the latest chips, but maybe not. My computer's a year old, but
yeah, I think you need the latest. I think the latest is Sequoia, and I don't have that.
And I'm not sure. Let's see. How would I do that? I'd go over here and go to
about this
Mac.
About
Let's see. I'm running more info. It don't tell me which one I'm on. Oh, here we go. Sonoma. Yeah.
I'm on Sonoma
that's why
too.
I don't have Sequoia. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on Sonoma too, and that feature's not available.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm worried about this live. All you guys talking about meat and how thick you like it. we didn't talk about how thick we liked it yet.
I played around with that masking feature. I have no idea how I would ever incorporate that into any of my videos, really. Yeah. I just don't know how I would do it.
Well, I'll tell you right.
I'll
tell you an example right off the bat. I just did it. One of my shirts, I mean, no one's gonna know, right? Like that meme, no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know.
Yeah.
But I wore a different colored shirt on one of my shots, and I needed that shot because later on I changed my shirt, and it looked to me, no one's gonna notice this. Yeah. But I noticed it. And I quickly used that mask and I just applied it just to the shirt and I changed it. I changed it to the color to match the other one. That's a good example. Again, one of those things no one's going to notice. I could have left the different colored shirt, but I noticed it and it would have bugged me.
I'll tell you something I did yesterday. I just played around with it. Yeah. And it was actually my last video where I'm standing in front of that yellow brick wall right behind me doing my intro. Well, I just took the very first clip and I turned myself with that mask. I turned myself black and white, but you can click on something like my hat had color in it. So I clicked on the hat to make it look right. And the rest of it is black and white against that yellow. That's a cool effect. Kind of like if you want to make yourself black and white, you could let that shirt really pop and left all the color in it while you were black and white. I thought that was pretty cool. You could even make a black and white background, Yeah. But so it's like quick, man. Snap, snap, snap. It's done.
Yeah, it's crazy how.
I forget what they call that. Magic mask or something.
I think it's like magic mask.
Yeah, something like that.
But I could see it being useful on like just that example right there. I already used it.
Yeah.
Before this, I wouldn't even bother. I'd be like, the shirt's different color. Who cares? No one's going to notice. and it took a few seconds and it's fixed.
I think I could probably use it in my videos, like it right when I'm getting ready, use it like a transition, more or less, like transition where everything looks right, but maybe turn the background black and white, or me black and white or something. And as soon as it fades into the next scene, I would go color again.
Just picture a nice burger, taking the whole screen and then making everything around it in black and white, and that burger
really pop. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Going a little bit back to what we're talking about, the meat journals and whatnot. There is one last thing that I wanted to touch up on, and that's the class that Beef Loving Texans gives every quarter of a year. Beef Loving Texans is a beef council here in Texas that gives, I guess they give like a beef class, and it covers topics like beef grade, a little bit also about smoking, a little grilling, and different recipes. And so I think the one influencer that I've seen that has gone to one of their classes, and I think Pit Boss sent him, is Grill Sergeant. Grill Sergeant was sent by Pit Boss, and they give that class. It's a 4-hour class. I think it's from 8 to 12 noon. They give it every quarterly every year, and the next one's going to be in February. So if anybody wants to meet up in Austin, I think I'm going to take the class next. The last one was in November. It sold out as soon as they announced it. It sells out in less than 12 hours. So and if anybody's up for it, it's $150. 4 hours, you get to take some beef home, and you get to take a lot of tools and whatnot that different companies give the class. So it's going to be in February of next year. Go to Beef Loving Texans website, and you'll be able to sign up so they can notify you when the open session is announced.
Yeah, that's cool. I wish there was something like that around. I mean, yeah, it's for a lot of people it seems expensive, but if there's a passion, like this stuff is interesting to me, and it'd be a cool thing to do. I'm sure you come out of there with all kinds of knowledge, cheaper than college. I'll tell you that much.
No kidding. No kidding. What's going on, Joel? Carnal, send a pic in if you want to be included in this giveaway tonight. It's the Cosmic Sweet Blaze Habanero Sauce. We're getting ready to do it in just a few minutes. But the email's up down below. Google and JD, I can't handle all the features. LOL, I tried. Talking about the Apple iMovie here as well. Still half-assed trying to figure it out.
Yeah, that's like even Final Cut Pro. I have never even remotely touched the power of that program. They have made movies with this program, and it can do so much more than I even know how to do. I learned enough to do my videos and kind of leave it at that. I don't really need to learn all that other stuff.
What's the program called again, Russ?
Final Cut Pro.
Oh, okay.
It's an Apple. It's for Apple machines.
Gotcha.
Editing software.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I tell people start on iMovie, and you'll know when you need something more. If iMovie works, then don't. There's no need to go anywhere. If CapCut works,
for what we do, it would work. For what we do, that's all you need, really.
But I grew it pretty quickly just because there's things that I needed to do. I needed to organize my files better. I needed to do a little tweaking and things like that, where I could do it in iMovie, but it just became harder. Just simple things like just having, this, Russ, just having a multicam. You can't do that in iMovie.
You can't beat the multicam function on Final Cut Pro.
And you could try to do that in iMovie and just stack your different camera angles,
Yeah.
I'm sure that works for a lot of people, but for me, it was just not. It just became. I was struggling. I was spending more time editing than I should. Just
Right.
cut your multi-cam clip, cut all the sections. You're done. You don't have to.
Well, when I got this old Mac behind me, it's a Mac. What was the name of that? It's a big 27-inch. It was a Mac
The iMac.
5K resolution. Anyway, when I ordered that straight from Apple. It come loaded with Final Cut Pro. I paid for Final Cut Pro, so I never tried iMovie, but I do know it's like a basic version of Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro is just way more expanded as far as what it'll let you do.
Yeah.
And
I'll tell you this much, just for us, making cooking channels, it's there's people on there, shooting with iPhone, editing on iMovie, and they have a ton more subscribers than I have, and it works perfectly fine. They're making a lot of money, so don't let me tell you that, hey, you need to spend $300 or something on a piece of software.
Use what you got, and I used to edit on Windows-based computers. Pulled my hair out, man, and it was mainly because the computer was a piece of crap. The editing software I used back then would make that computer crash over and over, and I would have to restart from the beginning. At least with Final Cut Pro, it renders as you edit, and if that program crashes, you don't lose anything. You're right back where you left off at. That's what I love about it. Which this one don't never crash, no way. Knock on wood.
And I like to compare it to, bringing it back to barbecue and cooking, is you could build yourself a little pit out there, put a little shopping cart grate on there, and you cook some great great food, or you could upgrade to a little kettle, or you could buy a gas grill, or you get a pellet cooker. It all depends what your budget is. It comes down to what you want out of it, and when you start spending money on any pit, hopefully there's advantages. Hopefully it makes cooking easier. Maybe it's something as simple as more capacity. Like if you have a big pit, like a big offset, then maybe you're making money off of it. So it makes sense to drop $3-4 grand on an offset, because you're going to be cranking food out there. You're going to be selling it. You're going to make a lot of money. But someone like me who's probably not going to be making money off that offset, I'm perfectly happy with my kettles that I got. But that's me. And there's people that are completely content with not even going outside a grill. They're completely happy with their stove, and they can push out some great food out of there, and that's
some of my highest viewed videos are kettle videos. Done on a Weber kettle years back. But you getting ready to do your thing, Al? Your giveaway?
Yeah, I'll do last call right now.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of here and let you do that. Appreciate the invite, Sal. Have a good one.
All right, Russ.
Later, chat.
Yeah, so I'm going to do last call. Anybody that wants to get in on the giveaway tonight, send a pic in. I did receive a few right now. Let me log them down real quick.
Buzz has a good suggestion for you, Al.
I didn't see it. What was it again?
You should have a nice little fridge right next to you. That little room right there. A couple of beers. You just reach over like this.
I should, right?
Let me reach into my background and grab something right quick.
No kidding, man. So let me call out the names, and if anybody that has sent a pic in, if I don't call out your name, let me know. Demoose, Buzzed, Danny Dutch, Drunken Chef, JD Bourbon and Barbecue, Greg Johnson, D. Hernandez, RXTX, Guggen, and 805. Mexi Papa. Yeah, I know Mexi Papa. I've seen him. He was doing a restaurant of a review of a restaurant called El Pescador. Oh, okay.
El
Let's see.
Pescador.
There we go. Yeah, anybody that is sending a pic, let me know if you your name wasn't called. Once again, the Moose, Buzzed, Daddy Dutch, Drunken Chef, JD, Greg Johnson, D Hernandez, RXTX, Guggen, and 805. Simon says he sent one in.
What are you giving away, Al?
My new Cosmic Sweet Blaze Habanero
nice.
sauce. That's the one I used in the latest video.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And what's the flavor? Is it, how spicy is it? What kind of flavors can we expect?
It's habanero peppers mixed with carrot, garlic, and onion.
Okay.
It's a blend. It's orange, obviously. If you saw the thumbnail for the live tonight, you can see it's kind of real fluorescent orange. Yeah. But if you see the video, I tame it down with some honey, and some butter. But just on itself, it's the kind of sauce that you put it on like a Dorito and you eat it. You just can't stop, putting more and more. And then by the time you know it, all your fucking mouth is burning.
No, yeah, that's good stuff. Sounds like good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Rick said he sent a pic. Let me check real quick. Just giving away. Yeah, so Rick sent one in. Man, who saw Monday Night Football last night, man? It was a hell of a game, dude. I'm gonna say, dude, I'm not gonna talk shit or nothing. The Cowboys played the Texans tough for the first half, man, or for the first quarter, maybe. They played them like if they were division rivals, man, or even more, man. And then it was over. It was over.
It was all over after that.
Oh.
All I know is this true. I saw it on my feed. Did a piece of the ceiling in the stadium fall down into the field? Was that a thing, or is that fake news?
Yeah, no, that was happening, man.
It did happen?
Yeah. And some Cowboy fans are saying, well, that's why so-and-so didn't catch a pass. And,
because their stadium is just being bashed left and right about what crap, it's just the son thing, right? Like it's getting into players' sons, and then the owner is just like he's in denial and he refuses to put a curtain down.
He's going senile, man. He's going senile.
It's like, what's wrong with that guy? It's just either it's getting in people's eyes and affecting plays, or it's not. Why?
They asked him. I don't know when they started going all downhill. They said, "Oh, you've done bad decisions for the Cowboys." This is, it was a bad decision just buying the Cowboys, but a bad decision could turn into a good decision. Like, what kind of fucking answer is that? You know what I mean?
No.
But I'm gonna say something, dude. I've been to the Cowboys Stadium, AT&T Stadium. It's a beautiful stadium.
Yeah.
I hate the team, but I mean, I'm being totally honest. It's a beautiful stadium.
It's the same thing with the 49ers, their new stadium, because I think that's slightly newer than the AT&T Stadium. I think it was built after that one, and that one has its problems too. I've been in there. I went to a game, and one side of the field you just bake in the sun. The entire game you're just baking there. It's just. And it's like, why did you build something? Why did you not know where the sun comes from? Why didn't you address this? And it's one of those things where the fans are just completely pissed off, but doesn't seem like there's an easy solution without spending a ton of money to try to fix. But that's a big problem, I just don't get it with these rich people they have issues with their stadium, and they don't try to address it, don't try to fix it. You know.
Yeah, there's a lot of money in the NFL, man. It's just some people just want to keep it to themselves. But Buzz is saying Washington and Dallas this week, Simon. Woo. The team and the stadium are falling apart. Go Raiders is the Raiders are in Las Vegas, correct?
I thought you were going to say the Raiders are in last place, correct? And yes, my beloved Raiders are in last place, and they are in Vegas. also with the new stadium, but as far as I know, that stadium is perfection. There's nothing wrong with that stadium. The only thing wrong with that stadium is the prices. It's ridiculously expensive to get to watch a game over there. But that's what Vegas is, right? You know, going to Vegas is not cheap, so I guess. You know, if you got money enough to go to Vegas, and you got enough money to go to a game, so it's not.
That stadium looks fucking awesome, dude. I was totally amazed by it. Let's go Buffaloes, man. Buffalo beat fucking the Chiefs, dude. Handed the Chiefs their first loss, dude. Amazing, dude. It was a great game, man. It's Jones' fault about they are this season. He didn't spend the money. Yeah. Jake Paul is challenging the Cowboys. Let me tell you guys, I'm not going to say too much about this. You know, the fight with Jake Paul and Tyson, you have your own opinions about it. Go look at what's going to happen pretty soon to Jake Paul. It's going to be another P. Diddy case. There's so much fraud around that guy. Go check it out. Go do your research on YouTube about it.
Al with the bomb, dropping the bomb. I don't doubt it. It's you know when you're at that level, you know it's and
there's crazy stuff concerning him, dude. Crazy.
Yeah.
Dave, what's going on? Real Meat Stick. Tomorrow you will get your Cosmic Sweet Blaze Habanero. By the way, guys, every 6 months. If you are a member of my channel, you will get your pick of hot sauce or a rub. So it's worth subscribing to the membership. Real quick, we're getting ready to give away some Cosmic Sweet Blaze. Anybody, any last entries before we do the giveaway? Next one to go down. Lots of crypto scams. Exactly. Lots of crypto scams. Vegas is really growing in the news for it. Awesome stuff. Looking forward to that burn. It is going to be an awesome burn. Okay, so let me check my email one more time, and I'll load up the wheel. I think we are ready to go. So last call, guys. The Moose, Buzz, Daddy Dutch, Drunken Chef, JD Bourbon, Greg Johnson, D. Hernandez, RXTX, Guggen, 805, Simon, and Rick. Anybody else that I miss? If not, we're getting ready to load up the wheel. Give me a second. It's last man standing. Here we go. 10 names to draw from. Let me load up the wheel. Let's see here. Let me know if you can see the names when I load up the I share the screen there, Sam.
Yeah, they're looking good. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, guys. Yeah, here we go, man. Let me
and I'll be for the first one to call it. I'll say fixed.
Woo!
I'm in it before everybody else.
Yeah. All right, let me close some screens there. Okay, here we go. Let me see here. Getting ready to spin. This is the first spin. Remember, the last man standing wins the Cosmic Sweet Blaze. If you win, you send me your address. So the last name that stands here wins the prize. So first spin of the night.
Simon's saying his name is not in there.
Let me check. Thank you, Simon, for letting us know it's not. So let us add. It's not. Simon.
See what it was? It was rigged. See.
Anybody else? Check the name real quick.
Drunken, Guggen, 805, Simon, the Moose, Buzzed, Daddy, Dutch, JD.
Does that look right?
What is that? Greg,
Mm-hmm.
DHPZ, RXTX. I already said Drunken. The other, Russ didn't submit anything?
No, Rustin.
805 is on there. Rick is not on there.
Rick's not on there?
No.
No, he's not. Okay, thank you for letting me know.
Let me see who else in the chat.
You are correct.
Did David Hernandez put anything in there?
Yeah, David Hernandez is there.
Let's see. Buzz.
So that's 12 names. Anybody else? Thanks for the. It's always good to have a second eye, man. Sharp.
I'm just reading the chat. They're on top of it.
Where's Des? Okay, anybody else, guys? All right, here we go, man. Are we good? Are we good with that then? Somebody give me a thumbs up. Give me 3 thumbs up and we'll start. 3 thumbs up, man. Everybody proofread that and 3 thumbs up and we'll start. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Guys in the chat, give me a thumbs up. There we go. David, JD, one more. Last man standing. Yes, go. Smoky ribs. All right, let's do it. First spin of the night. Buzz. Sorry, buddy. Let's go. Next spin. And we have Simon, you are out. Sorry there, Simon. Sorry there, Rick Jean. Sorry there, 805. No thick meat for you. Let's see here. We'll stop at 6. Greg Shea, thank you for joining us. And Rugen, you are out. 6 names left. So RXTX, Drunken Chef, The Moose, Daddy Dutch, JD Bourbon, and David H. You made it halfway through the drawing. Let's keep it going. JD Bourbon, you're out. We got 5 names left. You got a 20% chance of winning. David Hernandez, you're out. Now you got a 25% chance of winning. Here we go. 4 names left. Who is out next? Drunken Chef, you are out next. We got a 33.3 chance of winning. The next one that's eliminated. Jesus, man, you guys have made it this far. Daddy Dutch, you're out. Randy and the Moose is left. Whoever's name is next, whoever's next name is it lands on, you're out, and the last man standing wins.
Heads or tails?
Yeah, heads or tails. I got both your addresses, but send it to me anyway to make it easy. Here we go. For the Cosmic Sweet Blaze habanero sauce. Here we go. Last spin, and it is the Moose. You are eliminated, Randy. I'll send it out your way. Ooh-wee.
Wow. So exciting there.
That's the way it goes.
I'm sure Randy will enjoy it. He doesn't. He likes the spicy stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll enjoy it. It's just it's how would I say it's probably I love it, man. I love it, but it's hotter than what I'm used to.
Yeah,
it's hotter than what I'm used to, but you just can't stop eating it, man.
Yeah, what I like to do with hot sauces, pro tip here, is if a sauce is just too spicy, then use that to spice up something else that needs it. Even if it's just a spread, you get some some mayo or something, put in some hot sauce, makes great sandwiches, good burger. It all depends, if the heat is too much. But
you can just do drops at a time, and
yeah,
and
yeah,
and you can gauge it. In other words, you can gauge it.
Yeah, and I love hot spot. I could take the heat. I could. If my nostrils aren't pouring, my eyes aren't watering, I'm not happy.
Yeah. I haven't tried the ramen yet, Buzzed. I'm hoping to do it this weekend. But yeah, man. Laters, George. No, man. I think everybody's D Chef. Yeah, let me know what you want to do. What's going on, Robert? Rolling smoke, Rob. I'm going to use it on a grilled grouper I'm making. Okay.
So let me ask you this, Al. Are you going to sell this sauce? Is there a place where people could find it? Is that you're still working on the recipe? Is it what's
no? It's already, the first version's out. I think.
Okay.
It's probably going to be. It's not going to be changed much after this because it's really. I've gotten real positive reviews from it. The link is in the bottom of this live in the video description. It's already for sale. I made 20 bottles. I don't know if I'll make any more. If it sells out, I might make a few more, and then that's it.
Okay.
I just want to do it till the end of this year, and that's it. So there's a few already been shipped out, and then whoever wins tonight's, I'm sorry, Randy will get his, and then whatever sells for tonight. I think I got like 12 left, and then I'll ship that out, and then maybe I'll make one more batch, and then that's it.
Yeah, good stuff. All right.
But yeah, lots of fun, man. I appreciate you hanging, Sal, man. What's on the agenda for the future of the channel? What can we expect coming out in these next few months?
Yeah, so just plenty of more cooking. I already pushed my turkey. I didn't cook a whole turkey this year. I did push out a turkey breast video, which is that I released it a couple of weeks ago. So that's enough for that, and maybe some Christmas. I'm not sure yet. I want to do a prime rib. I want to do a ham. There's a few things that I kind of want to do to hit the holidays, but yeah, it's just going to be random barbecue stuff. Working on a beef rib video. Got some wings coming out, so it's just a lot of random barbecue stuff. And yeah, I got the big plans are coming in the new year, so we could talk more about that later. But right now, I'm going to try to push out as much content before the year ends. Just see if I could. I already passed. I'm very proud that I already passed the amount of videos this year that I did last year. So I'm very happy for that. So next year, hopefully I could crank it up an extra notch, and release more. But that was my goal for the year, and I was successful. So just gonna keep pushing more out, see how many I can do.
You know, one thing I guess I never mentioned to you, Sal, or maybe I did, but I mean, don't know anybody get it. Don't take it to another level. I've always been a fan of hot dogs. Always been a fan of hot dogs. And you did a video, and I told Russ about this too, because Russ has several hot dog videos. You did a video with where you did like 3 kinds of hot dogs back in the day.
Oh yeah, that was the I did a brisket, and I did a chili. Was it a chili dog? And then I think it was an LA street hot dog, right? I forget what I did, but I do remember that video.
Yeah. So I'm a big fan of those kind of videos, man.
I need more. I really do need to make a couple more hot dog videos, just because they're great. You know, they're quick. You know,
a lot of people don't realize, man. There's a big fan base of hot dogs, man.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping to release one in December sometime of a new. I shouldn't say it's new, but a gaining popularity brand of a wiener that's coming out, and hopefully I'll get to put that out before the end of the year. David's asking, are you planning to do the holiday bundle basket again? Or Mike, let me know your take on the Cosmic Sweet Habanero Blaze. Let me know what you think and what you use it on, Dave. And maybe I'll make it happen. But guys, appreciate everybody showing up. We do have that meat journal coming up for members only on my 10K giveaways. I will give away membership to my channel, and you'll have access to several videos that nobody has access to. Only members only type of thing. So if you're a member now, expect one more video to be coming out before December. Members only video. And as always, we're going to continue to push that aspect of the channel. Hopefully we'll get to 10K before the end of the year. I don't know if that can happen. But I'm going to push it. Sal, actually, you brought that to light to me. There's only 1.9% of people that ever make it to 10K. You said something.
It's crazy how the amount of people that drop off, they never hit 10K, and it's even scarier at the 100K. You should see the percentage on that. It's like 0.001 or something ever reach 100,000. But yeah, the 10K is a big milestone. It's you know how hard it is to grind on YouTube. It's easier for some people. Their channel just blows up, and they don't really they don't get to experience all the heartache that it takes. But for the rest of us, it's a struggle. It takes a long time to grow a channel on YouTube.
It takes a long time, man, and
it's a lot of it seems like an upward climb, and when you're on that mountain, it feels like it's just flat, like it's not going anywhere, but you are going up, little by little, you are going up, and it just takes time. Hopefully you don't give up. That's the worst thing you could do on this YouTube is stop posting. I learned that from the pros when I first started. They said, worst thing you could do on YouTube is stop posting. So as long as you keep going, if it takes you 1 year to get to 10,000, if it takes you 10 years to get 10,000, don't stop.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Tom, what's going on? I appreciate you stopping in. Definitely there, Sal. And I'm thankful that you brought that to light to me, because to me, 1,000 was my goal until you said that. And then I said, if I get to 10K, maybe I'll slow down. And I probably would have slowed down at the 1,000, But now for me, it's a 10K finish line, and once I get to 10K, things we'll see. We'll see what.
Yeah, I think at a certain point, channel will click where you just go back to you post, your normal routine, and your channel just keeps growing, and you don't even look at it. That's the way I picture it. Because it's also not good to just keep looking at the numbers, right? Like it's just going to stress the hell out. It's going to stress you out if you're always constantly looking like, oh, I got 1 subscriber today, I didn't get any today. That's just make it fun, and just see those numbers grow.
Definitely.
Keep pushing out stuff that you like to do. That's the most important thing, because otherwise you can give up. You know what I mean? I think most of us in the barbecue community, we love to cook. We love to show people what we're cooking. So there's really no reason for us to just quit, just keep it fun.
So. Yeah, definitely. I appreciate that, Tom. And I want to say, with that in mind, I want to say that regardless if I make the 10K or not, you guys are always welcome to plug in your own channels, and I'm going to call it as it is. Some people hate this, and I don't know why it is in the barbecue community, but people hate when you fish for subscribers in somebody else's live. I'm never going to be like that. I'm never going to be like that. You are more than welcome to fish for subscribers on my fucking live.
Yeah.
Anytime. And if you have an announcement to make on your channel that you're doing, do it on my live. I don't give a flying fuck if you do it.
Yeah.
I don't. You're more than welcome to plug in your own channel. That's all I'm saying. And regardless of how big I get, just don't criticize any other channel on my live.
Yeah.
And I'm cool with that.
Drama free. Let's just enjoy. We're all growing. We're all, like I said, I don't. I mean, I don't see this too much in the barbecue community, but I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but I don't see it much with these guys jumping on here. But the one thing is, you have to remember, Al, his channel blowing up. As much as you might feel a little bit of like, well, why didn't my channel blow up? Remember, his success is everyone's success, because that brings more eyes, not just to Al, it brings it to everybody. So that's one of those things you got to keep in mind. It's very easy for, you see new channels that just blow up and you're like, well, I'm making better content than them. Like, why isn't my channel blowing up as fast as theirs? And you have to realize that, like, we're all benefiting. That's the one thing we have to keep in mind. We have to encourage people to cook outdoors more, and everybody in the barbecue community is going to benefit from that. All of our channels will get big if we stick to it.
Definitely, Sal. I appreciate you saying that. And this is an open challenge to anybody that's out there, a small or big channel. If you want to co-host my live, you are more than welcome to. Just send me an email, and we'll jot down some ideas that we're going to talk about. Co-host my live. Whether you're a big channel or a small channel, you're more than welcome to anytime. Man, I have an open mind, and I'm open to a lot of ideas. You're more than welcome to come in. Just shoot me an idea, and we'll go from there. Sal, I always appreciate your input. You have a hell of a fucking knowledge to share with us, dude. Like tonight, dude, you brought in a world of knowledge that I didn't know about with the labeling of the Costco and whatnot, man. I appreciate your input. You're more than welcome to join me. I'm glad this was it was a short notice. I appreciate you showing up even before you're going out, man.
Yeah, I made it. I made it a little bit late, but I appreciate you invited me over, Al. And again, it's one of those things where I don't go as live as often anymore, but if I could do it, I'll gladly jump on anybody's live, you know, because I do miss it. I do miss just chatting it up and just, you know, interacting with the chat. The chat, as you know, it's always just it's a handful always. There's some funny people in the chat, so it's always great to be on there, and just I would rather tell you the truth. I'd rather be in that chat talking a little trash and, you know, giving the host a hard time.
It's fun doing that.
I know you like it too. You know, I seen you troll, you know, like that. I love that. But sometimes you just got to come up here and take a little bit of heat.
It makes the chat more interesting. But you know what, Sal? Honestly, dude, I really respect your work. You got a fucking fabulous way of editing your videos. It definitely stands out to other content creators when not only do you have great shots and great lighting and great video editing, but it's scripted. It's very well. It's fluid. It transitions very well into the next scene, and that's something that a lot of content creators don't have. Yeah, I shouldn't say a lot. I should say some content creators don't have. It doesn't. It's not as fluid when the narration takes you through the whole scenes. Yeah, that's creativity, man. And not everybody has it. Not everybody has it. I hate to say it. I mean, you either have it or you don't. Yeah. And you have it, buddy. You have it, buddy.
I appreciate that. And it's just one of those things where it's YouTube creating content can be a very lonely thing, you know, where you're posting content and you get no feedback. Maybe you get a comment here and there, but for the most part, it's just you, and you don't, you know, do you know if it works or not? I don't know. Just like, I guess people like it. There's a couple comments in there, but it's always good to hear from other creators that you know that it works. And I'm not saying that that's going to be my final way of making videos. It might change. You know, I might change up my style. I might, you know, make it more, you know, maybe it's more like a standard barbecue way of a barbecue channel way of explaining it. Maybe I do the opposite. Maybe I need to up my production value. Maybe I need to really go pro on it. I don't know, but right now I'm just enjoying it, see what sticks, and then, you know, let's get to those 10,000 subs, and then I'll start making these decisions. You know, what do I need to change? Anything? Do I keep going?
Fuck yeah, brother. Yeah. Fuck yeah, brother. More power to you and our fellow creators out there. Guys, if anybody ever has any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Sal, I appreciate it 100%. You hanging out with me. You don't realize how much respect I have for you as a creator and as a friend, brother. And
appreciate you.
You have a safe trip out there. You guys take care of yourself and each other. As always, man, I always appreciate all the support. Oh shit, man. I'm dropping some beer. We're gonna start it we're gonna end it the way we started it, man. With the intro is always the outro. Sal, last words.
Just if I don't see people in the chat, you know, just have great holidays with loved ones and just enjoy the rest of the year. Be safe. That's the most important thing. We all want to keep seeing you in this chat. You know, take care of each other. Take care of your family and your friends, friends. Those are the most important things. But you also remember, you guys have a barbecue family here. So everybody have fun, try to have fun, stay safe. And I mean that. That's the one thing that everyone should do. It's just, there's a lot of stuff happening, you know, so let's all try to keep things good for the rest of the year.
Much appreciated, Sal. And for everybody, you guys take care. We'll see you on the next one.
Welcome to Lunacy's live stream number 58. This is our Barbecue Chat podcast, brought to you by Al Lunacy's Amazon storefront and by Al Lunacy's Cosmic Sweet Blaze Habanero. Tonight's giveaway is a bottle of Cosmic Sweet Blaze Habanero sauce. You must be a subscriber to enter and send a picture to the following email. Here are our last live stream's picture submissions. The chat is about to begin.